All right, checking in. If I could get everyone's attention, the spirituality panel is about to start. So please grab your seats. Thank you for grabbing your seats at this time. Everyone, please come and engage here. This is going to be a magical, beautiful experience. We're going to dive deep together and go deep on connecting in and walking this path of awakening at a deep level. So please, everyone, please grab your seats. Please grab the person next to you if you're still standing and come, let's get started.
On.
Check.
Do you hear us now? Please come take your seats.
Join us.
All right, we're going to get started here. Thank you for coming in at this time. I would like to introduce our four beautiful, amazing speakers here that shine so brightly from the inside out and are powerfully co-creating and helping to lead us back to ourselves at this time. Agustina Caminos. She, you know her. She is from Bolivia. I'm sorry, that's Lila. She's the spa director of the Faina Hotel. She's representing the Institute of Inner Studies in the Philippines. And she facilitated this very space that we're all in right now and is the co-creator of AUREA. So please, Agustino, let's welcome her.
Thank you. And it's Argentina.
Argentina, not Bolivia.
Yes.
Lila, I'll go in order here. Okay, so Natalia is a facilitator of psychedelic breathwork, and she does retreats for leaders and sacred feminine and masculine, and has an upcoming retreat in February in either Tulum or Costa Rica, right? And so that's happening, and her work has evolved out of working with executives, and now it's facilitating both the awakening of the divine feminine and the divine masculine. So please welcome Natalia. And Lila Lotus is a curandero from Bolivia originally. She facilitates San Pedro journeys and the School of Mysteries. She teaches for people who want to be healers. So she's a teacher of healers and she is an ancestral wisdom keeper. She has a school of ministry and teaches a school of mystery and teaches the Christ path. Please welcome Lila Lotus. And my homeboy Mike Winter, he's from California, the northwest corner of California. He and I have created several events. He's a co-owner of Alpha Vedic. He has one of the best podcasts you guys will ever hear called AlphaCast. And you can look up AlphaCast, A-L-F-A. And he and I created the Reunion Summit together. And we created the event together last year with 3 other amazing partners. So please welcome Mike Winter. All right, so just as we come into this unity field of coherence, I just want to, let's take 3 breaths together, and then we will do a couple-minute journey guided by Agustino. So let's take 3 breaths and just allow that vocal expression, the ah, to come out of our heart, and feel that resonance up and down our spine as we vocalize on the exhale. So deep inhalation. Feel that cosmic energy that we are coming in and grounding. We are free, we are here, and we are now. Agustino?
So to continue, I would like to take some minutes to project the excess of the energy, of the awareness, of the compassion, and of the love that we have been awakening during this whole weekend to Mother Earth. That is the reason, or one of the main reasons that we are here, right? To bless Mother Earth, to become a better planet, or become better for our planet. So it is in giving that we receive, and I spoke a little bit about that on the first day, right? When we are giving, we are awakening energies into the universe of abundance. When we are giving, we are channeling and attracting the same type of energy that we are giving. So I would like to start this spiritual panel by really connecting with our hearts and our crown chakras that are the center of energy of the love that we have for in the heart of the people that we love, and the love for humanity and the divine love from our crown chakra. So we are going to start closing our eyes. We're going to do a mini version of the full Twin Hearts meditation of Master Choa Kok Sui. So just close your eyes and connect with your heart and smile to your heart, because it is a being of divine energy. It's where the loving kindness, compassion, tolerance comes from. Smile to your heart and say words of love and sweetness to your heart. And connect now with your crown chakra. It is the entry point of the divine energy into our body. So smile to your crown. Be grateful to your crown. Simultaneously, being aware of the heart and the crown, we are going to put our hands at the chest level facing outwards in a blessing position, and visualize the planet Earth in front of you as if it was a small ball. And silently, you can repeat after me. Lord, thank you for making us your divine instruments of peace. Become a channel of divine peace. Smile to your crown. Inhale that divine peace. Feel the inner peace within you and share it with entire planet Earth. Where there is hatred, let us sow love and bless the entire planet Earth with peace, with love. Visualize in front of you those that have hurt you in the past, or people that are in conflict, countries in wars, and become a channel of divine forgiveness and reconciliation, and feel the spirit of forgiveness and reconciliation in you and share it. Become a channel of divine strength, faith, for all of those having a worse condition than us. Smile to your crown and feel the divine light and the divine joy entering through your crown to every cell of your body. Exhale to Mother Earth and visualize it full of light, full of joy. Visualize Mother Earth in the golden era, a world of compassion, a world of peace, of respect, of connection. And now we're all going to sing together, maintaining the hands at the chest level, the mantra Om 3 times, and we are going to project that vibration to the entire planet. We take a deep inhalation. You can put your hands down. Just be aware of your breath. And let go.
Thank you, Augustina. That was beautiful. I just want to check in with you all from this space of increased coherence. How many of you are just extremely inspired and all the levels are happening, and at the same time, either now or perhaps last night or at some point during the weekend, it's like, wow, I'm processing some stuff, like, and it's been intense at some point. How many? Okay, so yes, thank you. It's such a privilege that we can come here and do this together and practice this vulnerability. You know, can that be okay? Can it be okay that, you know, for myself, for example, I felt such a transmission of light and power and activation yesterday, and then last night, all the levels were happening. You know, it's like perhaps it's that there's so much light happening that some of the stories from down here, some of the invitations from these lower centers, it's like time to look at those, right? And this is a safe space for doing that, and we can be together in that. So we're going to talk a little bit about that and the other aspects of accelerating our path of specific modalities and how we can walk in this new golden age together. So thank you for your grace. I'm literally on 90 minutes of sleep last night, and this has been amazing, amazing. So first question I have for Agustina. Could you tell us, what is spirituality and why is it a central key at this time? Like, why are we coming together? Why the golden age, and why is spirituality and engaging such a core aspect right now?
Well, spirituality for me, I think that is maybe more than a panel discussion. It could be hours of talking, but it is a state of the existence. It's a way of living life. It's a way of being connected. Spirituality for me is being humble, being loving and kind with every sentient being, is living the path. And why the golden era? As I mentioned in the brief meditation, for me the golden era is an era where the consciousness of humanity awakens into this reality that we are one. When we awaken into that reality is where we really start to feel the compassion and not judging. The only way of really not judging, not even having to forgive someone. When you really understand a person, there is not even need of forgiveness because there's nothing to forgive. You're just understanding that that person is in their own path, in their own evolution. So for me, the golden era is an era of love. It's an era of community, of respect, of consciousness.
Thank you. Thank you. Let's receive that. Does anyone else want to jump in on this? I know this is a big question, but any other points or inspirations, what's coming up for either of you three?
Well, the golden era is what we are living today. It's an opportunity to become the unity. And at the same time, doing with a tribe that is so beautiful and in a certain time easy to reunite the different part of the creation and to put it like a puzzle and to see finally that puzzle and say, we are this and we are living it now. And it's a beautiful time to be reincarnated at this time, to see that and to leave this to our children that are going to continue this path. And I cannot wait what they're gonna build. And they're going to pray for us, saying, my ancestor taught me this. And that is so beautiful because one day they're going to do ceremonies where we are going to be the ones that they're going to name in our honor because we led that path. And it's in our hands, and an opportunity for us to build that future that we want to live for planet Earth and humanity.
Thank you.
First, I'd just like to say, given the intention of this weekend, I'm truly honored and humbled to be on this stage talking about spirituality. For me, spirituality means remembrance. It means remembering who I am, who we are, and our connection to the divine, and how we can serve it and serve ourselves and serve each other every minute of our days, and to have grace and compassion for ourselves and each other, and on this mission towards reconnecting to Source, or whatever you want to call it, the infinite, God, and how we can direct that in our every moment, and how we can use our imagination and our will force through love to make great change. And that, for me, I look out through that window and I see the golden age. It's right there. And look at that, how beautiful that is. How blessed are we to be here right now? The golden age for me is here. It's in all of us, and it's how we interplay with it to make it more apparent. And as it becomes more apparent, then others will see it as well, and then it will be here. So it is here already, and I look forward to sharing it all with you in every moment that we have together.
Thank you, brother. Natalia, as we wake up to this, whatever we understand, I mean, in my understanding, it's a fractal holographic. We're both here and we're the all at the same time, and it's like pieces of us are like, what the F? Like, what the hell is going, like, how do I walk this out? Stuff comes up, old programs, mind control from out there, and frequencies and media and all of this stuff. Trauma's coming up. What can you tell us about specific modalities, perhaps? I know you are, you do inner child work and other perhaps specific modalities that you want to suggest have really opened up for you deep inner healing to accelerate and embody.
Hello, beautiful people. First of all, I want to say I'm so happy to see men in the audience. Conscience Kings, thank you for being here. Because other than Burning Man, usually on spiritual retreats, events, workshops, the majority is women. and the divine feminine is rising. There is no way to stop us, but we do need divine masculine next to us. By our side, in balance, in unity, in sacred union. And of course, the sacred union starts within. It's inner balance of feminine, divine masculine within you. And that's balance that in the past, I had a problem to find because I'm a businesswoman and I have a tech startup, and technology industry is a very masculine industry, and I had to spend a lot of my time in my masculine energy, go, do, and then I burn out. And it took a lot of healing, it took a lot of shadow work, inner child work, meditation, breathing, to get to the point, to the place where I'm now, in balance with my inner masculine, my inner feminine. And I'm still a strong woman, but instead of being a bomb, which is a little woman with a big dick attitude, this intimidating bitch in corporate office, I choose to be a balm, B-A-L-M, a nourishing balm. High potency and strong, but it's caring and loving and nourishing. And also that smells good. Let me tell you why. Recently, I had one woman came to me at the Goddess Retreat, and she told me, I love your energy. It's like perfume. I just want to be around and smell and inhale. I want more of it. And at that moment, I realized the power of feminine energy. And it's for both gender. Because some people think that feminine energy is weak. It is the strongest energy that gives birth, it gives life. It gives birth for the ideas, for the innovations. And then you use masculine energy inside of you to manually, masculine energy, manifest, to put it in the reality with masculine energy. But it starts with feminine. So I invite you to embrace the feminine energy within you. Be a perfume. And anywhere you go, in this stinky, false matrix, make every place smell better.
Thank you.
I didn't answer your question.
Well, I want to jump to Lila now. Lila, what, in response perhaps, or going deeper into this, specific modalities, perhaps to either accelerate one's awakening or process? You know, what is most up for you, and what have you noticed has really opened the doors and cleared some of the artificial barriers, let's say?
Thank you for the question, and thank you all of you for being here. Well, I come from a country, Bolivia, that is multicultural, very ethnic. We have many tribes. We have like a 36 language in our countries. Can you believe? And the culture is there. So we basically grow up with that. And something that really helped me in my path was my ancestors. Was coming back, because everybody is looking for that spirituality outside, when you need just to turn and honor what you have. That is your portal. The country that you were born has been chosen by you before coming here. You have some accords, you have some contracts that were established before the body that you know. And believe me, the country where you were born, the family that you have chosen, the rules that you have chosen are perfect to enlighten your path. So what I always say to my students, and I have here one of them so beautiful, that honor your roots, honor your ancestors, come back to them. And I always tell them what songs they sing, what rituals they do, what do they like to eat, you have to follow that. That is your path, the easiest way, like the elevator that you're going to have for your soul. It's in your ancestors. It's in your country. It's in your language. It's in your music. It's in your food. Actually, you become an ambassador for everything that these ancestors for 7 generations have been working for you. You are the dream of them. So don't ignore that dream because you're ignoring your own prayer. And I think that honor that and coming back to my roots and say, wow, I started my path actually with Yogananda. And like many of us, right? The Hindu world. And I did it for many years until one day the grandmother came in a dream and said, hey, you forgot about us. You know, you have to come back to the mountains. You have to come back to the Amazon. You have to go and pray there. It's not over there that you're going to find the ascension that you're looking for. It's in your country. So I came back. After 20 years, I came back to my country. I slept in the mountains with indigenous people to know who I am. And every one of you have that opportunity. And I'm not telling you, don't go with the Hinduist or with the Buddhist. Go if that is your call. But the biggest call that you're going to have is in your nose, in front of you. It's your mother, it's your father, your grandparents, your genealogical tree. That is going to tell you so much about the prayer that you started to do before your incarnation. So it's easy. Just turn and you're going to find the answers for your path.
Thank you.
Thank you for saying that.
Agustina?
That
Mike?
was beautiful.
I wanted to ask
Yes.
you on that. Mike had said that the golden age is within us. I love that, the power that we have of the choice of the perspective that we choose. The golden age is within us. For all the leaders here and watching at home, what are one or two of the keys that you see, you feel very strongly at this time, are keys for us entering that golden age from within?
Well, first of all, I think it has to do completely with the previous question. How do we get healing? How do we accelerate our process of healing? Because without that, we will not jump or discover any golden age. First, we need to step up, and that is why this weekend is here. So I'm going to answer you the previous question, because this one I just answered. And the healing modality that I have been called, really, it's not the one I have been called since very young age. My grandparents taught me to do yoga and pranayama. Maybe the pranayama is a Sanskrit word, but we all breathe, and prana is in the whole planet. I am a planet Earth terricola, and that's what I consider home. So that is where I am looking back. There are two different visions of the same thing. And when I was 12, I started to deal with energies, doing so many pranayamas since I was very young. I started to see energies coming. I was doing intuitive healings, and at 20-something, I started to get scared because some things were happening, and I did not know how to practice purification because I didn't have a school or a master or someone studying like I after discovered pranic healing. And Master Choa Kok Sui, he's a Philippine master. He's a scientist and devoted over 30 years to the study of pranic healing, how to use the prana in order to accelerate our own process of healing. So It is the Institute of Inner Studies from Philippines. Pranic healing is part of it. What we do as healers is to scan, we call, but it's like exploring. It's like sensing the energy body of our patient or ourselves. We do self-healing. And we remove the dirty and stagnant energies. We cut all the energy cords from that person, from other people that could be getting the energy from us or we from others. And then we determine if the chakras are congested or depleted. We remove the dirty and stagnant energy and replenish, making the long story short, with fresh energy or the specific type of energy that the person's needing. You can do physical healing and also heal emotionally, phobias, traumas, addictions. So it's not an alternative healing, it's a complementary healing to accelerate what we already have. That is the own process of healing ourselves. So I think that to step into this golden era, we need to acknowledge and have awareness. Without awareness, there is no transformation. So you can come for healing, but first you need to know what is the root of that disorder, what is generating this imbalance, and then be able, sometimes you can do it for yourself, you can ask for assistance, there are so many types of healing, but don't put it on others. We can help you to accelerate that process, but the first step is having awareness.
So pranayama increases energy, increases oxygenation, increases just life force, and then things come up, and then pranic healing helps to remove and address what comes up.
It's the same basis. We use pranayama. You can do pranic healing through pranayama as well. So energy has the property of being directionable. You can direct the energy because likes attracts likes. So by our intention, because our thoughts are energy. So by applying, you can apply the techniques manually, or I use crystals to accelerate even more the process. And you can also do it mentally, just by your thoughts, depending how big your ajna is. I don't do it. I use the tools, but higher masters with higher levels of energy, they just send the healing, like gurus that have so much energy. So the pranayama, you use the prana of the air to remove, to balance, to energize, depending on the intention. Pranic healing is a specific tool that uses the prana through pranayama, through other techniques.
Beautiful, thank you. Winner, I want to jump back to you. You have passion in bridging worlds, say East and West, and unity within duality. What's coming up for you at this moment in this conversation? What insight can you share?
I mean, so much. We've gone deep into a lot of these like higher metaphysical concepts this weekend about what energy is, intention, spirituality is what we're talking about right now. And sometimes I think it can get a little lost when it comes to how we intentionally place that into our lives on the daily when we get stuck in the grind or whatever we're doing. And I think what's exciting right now is that we do have this East meets West explosion of real physics and real science that is taking in the traditional spirit sciences of the masters, of the gurus of the East, and applying the scientific method and the more Western mindset in a way that is allowing for us to start applying this in exciting new ways that are really going to allow us to shift faster into this externalization of the internal. It all does come from the internal, but I do think bridging the West with the East is really important. And for me, working in technology myself, I'm working in open source technology, and I sort of had a download this morning that we're really talking about, in the modern times right now, an open source spirituality. We have an ability now, due to technology and due to our ability to connect faster through the internet and through all these amazing instances of modern connectivity, like we're doing right now through this camera out to the world. The ability to pick and choose what resonates with us personally on our own journey. And that spirituality traditionally, and yes, traditions are extremely important to tap in and to know where we come from. But now we also have the freedom to understand all the other traditions out there in ways that was very difficult even 20 years ago. And we can now kind of see what inherently or intuitively attracts us to, for instance, for me, the Buddhist tradition, also the Hindu tradition, also the Ascended Masters tradition. I take in my morning practice, I do Kundalini yoga, I do Qigong, I do traditional meditation, all in my own flow. I do inner alchemy from the Western tradition. And I just kind of feel intuit what makes most sense for me in this sort of open source access to all of these different modalities. And for me, this is really exciting. I really feel like we have an opportunity to explore this in ways and influence our fellow brothers and sisters in ways by sharing all this information. I luckily get to do a podcast every week called Alpha Cast, where I get to talk to all of these luminaries from all over the world, these amazing thinkers and doers and shakers and people that come from all walks of life, that are working in permaculture, that are rethinking the ways that we connect and we do commerce and how we envision the world, to great physicists like Tom Campbell, who has a whole theory of how the simulation that we're in works. To Matt Presti, who from the Walter Russell Foundation, who's showing how the sciences connect us to the divine through the great work of Walter Russell. And we're in a time where we can take all of this in instantly, and we can choose where we want to go with our own spirituality. Not saying that the guru has to go away, because I do believe we need mentorship. It's extremely important, and actually more important than ever, we need that elder to help us be directed, because we can get lost in the sea of all this information, right? And we need that rite of passage, which we've lost as well. So we need to embrace both our roots in the indigenous place we come from, our motherland where we come from. I come personally from California, and I haven't left California. Yes, I moved away here and there to experience other places, but I have chosen to raise my children in California because that's my motherland. I might be in the farthest corner of California in the woods on a river, but I'm staying there and I'm resonating with the beauty of my motherland and teaching my children, or showing them the way of respect of nature and where we come from and how we can work with nature to both evolve and make this place so much more magical. We recently had a documentary come out on David Icke's network called Iconic, called The Magical Land. It's all about Alpha Vedic and what we're doing on the land. And really, the core theme of that is nature and the human consciousness working together to evolve. We are evolving. I think evolution is extremely important. And I'm not talking about Darwinian evolution, I'm talking about true spiritual evolution. And so there's a lot that we're playing with here, right? And it can get really confusing, it can get overwhelming. And so at Alpha Vedic, we ground this in community. Community of fellow brothers and sisters who can respect each other's independent, individual spiritual journey as you choose and take what resonates with you, but also being open for reflection and criticism and the back and forth as we all collectively work together to figure out what's going on, really.
Thank you, brother. So we have about 7 minutes max. We have time for about 2 questions, maybe 3. Does anyone have a question they want to get in at this time? I know I have 1 or 2 questions, but does anyone want to jump in? Hands up if you do. Questions? What's burning? What's in your heart right now? I have a question. So, okay, last call for a question from the audience.
We must have done a good job.
Yeah, we answered all of them. I want to talk more about Natalia and any of you. Let's talk about, now you beautifully had said, both your journey and your model of understanding the prevalence of the feminine right now, the divine feminine. And you shared with me a revelation about divine masculine as well. Perhaps you could start with this. What does divine masculine look like to you that is coming in aligned? What can you share with us about divine masculine? And then, if as we have time, I would just like to check in with each of you about that. Thank you.
Anything that is divine, it's a connection to the source. It's no separation, it's no domination, it's no manipulation, it's unity, it's acceptance, it's unconditional love. And it's also inner divine masculine, right? Loving yourself unconditionally. And that's the hardest part for a lot of people. That's why the shadow work is so important. And to me, the golden age, I think I didn't share my point of view. What is golden age? It's not a place where we're going somewhere. It's a perception change. Right now, the earth is on low frequency. It's very linear. It's like yes or no, all or nothing. It's black and white. It's past or future, right? So golden age is a unified field. It's yes and no. It's low frequency and high frequency. It's accepting all of you, loving all of you, to become whole, to become holy, divine. That's the golden age to me. And that is, again, loving yourself, your inner masculine, your inner feminine in unity, in a sacred union within you.
Thank you. Anyone else? What is... Yeah, thank you. What's up for you? What either answer my question, because I don't always hit the nail on the head, and sometimes there's a different flow that wants to happen. What is coming up for you, or what can you say about the divine feminine and masculine, how that is happening right now, how that wants to happen?
I'll be short. For me, it's really one embracing another. There is no divine feminine if you don't embrace your masculine. There is no divine masculine if you don't embrace your feminine. It's the unity, it's the integration within you.
Thank you. Lila?
I think it's just the dance that we are doing, that the planet is doing as well, right? It's showing us that we have the day and the night, the moon and the sun. Actually, we can learn so much metaphysics just to open our eyes of what the Earth is showing us, what the solar system is showing us. And it's just this dance that we are all in us. It doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman. We have those energies within us. You have your moon, you have your sun within you. Particularly, I think that is knowing how to dance your own song, you know, and that is very unique for everyone. There is not a combination, as everyone is so different, is so a universe completely apart. Actually, I believe that we are all Milky Ways, like directing your own universe inside, right? So as long as you know how you walk with those energies within you, and that there's harmony over there, you have the unity. So I believe that what we are living now is just working in that unity to align the divine masculine and the divine feminine within all of us. And concerning to the kings, I am so happy that more and more are kings awakening to sustain other kings that need your guidance, that you need your leadership, your mentoring, because you have another experience as an embodiment of a man that we can have as a woman. So thank you for that. And my son is a man. And I am so happy that to experience that and also to love a man in that way, that is not like a partner of love. I mean, I love my husband in another way. You know? But it's more, and and we are learning from also our beloved ones how to love your father, your mother. That are so different kind of love, but it's unifying your Trinity, right? So this is the unity of your Trinity, actually.
Thank you.
Can I clarify something?
Yes, please.
Yeah, I just want with this divine feminine movement. I see in some places there is a toxic feminine, which I don't like. I don't support this because it seems like there is an attack to all men. And nice guys, they feel guilty, and bad guys, they don't care anyway. So it's just, I want to support divine masculine. And in my recent retreat in Europe, I was in the cave and spirits came to me and they told me, you're gonna heal men from now. And I'm like, no, I'm in devotion of divine feminine. I just work with women. And they're like, no, you're gonna heal men. And I'm like, why? And they're like, don't you want to remove patriarchy? I'm like, yeah. Well, that's the best way is to heal men.
That's beautiful. Thank you. Winner, any final thoughts on this?
As a man myself, I try to embody the divine masculine in everything I do, and I try to do that the most through love and service. And I have 2 young sons myself, and I try, and this has been a big part of my journey over the last 4 or 5 years, leaving Hollywood, as a Hollywood producer living in LA, and I saw the toxic masculinity everywhere, and the toxic femininity. It was just toxic everywhere. And being able to embody that now through service, I became a volunteer firefighter, for instance, which was something I never thought I would do 5 years ago, out of service to my fellow brothers and sisters and to be a leader. So I try to personally try to embody this in everything I do now. But yes, the love principle that drives everything in creation requires both the feminine and the masculine, and they need to be in balance and harmony, or we will have discordance. So I agree with you all that it's very important that we give as much attention to the divine masculine as the divine feminine right now, and I've been very happy that that's been covered a lot this weekend.
Thank you, Mike. So we'll just wrap up here. I'm going to give each of you a challenge as we do. So 10 seconds, just share with the audience, please, where people can connect with you, whether it's social media or website. Go ahead, Mike.
You can connect with me you can listen to AlphaCast every Thursday if you like really trippy stuff and grounding it in the spirit science. And also I do an event called Music and Sky. It's a phenomenal spiritually focused sovereign music festival in California that a number of people here have been to, and that is happening October 13th through 16th. We still have tickets available. It's a full camping festival. And then, of course, I'm involved with Chordal, which we've been talking about here this weekend, which is, we're just trying to create the new internet. So, and then you can find me on Telegram at, I'm not on any social media anymore, but you can find me on Telegram at Alpha Vedic, or t.me/Alpha Vedic.
Something I love about you is you stretch time. Lila, where can people connect with you best?
Well, you can connect with me through Instagram by Lila Lotus Coaching. And I am about to start a new School of Mysteries. We go to different portals. We go to Egypt, Jordan, Bolivia. We go to Nepal. And I think I am missing Stonehenge, I think. Okay, so we go to 4 countries, to 4 destinations, and to master your inner Christ, your I am, your inner Magdalene. And and if you are interested also about getting to know or mentoring for healing and to be a healer, to support others, I am so happy that I can support you in this path as well. Thank you for listening. I have my own.
Well, you can book a session with me on PH retreats, phenomenal retreats. There is group sessions next weekend in Miami. Join me in my retreats. Instagram, it's very recent. I just recently get out of my spiritual closet. And you can find me on Instagram, be.phenomenal. Be phenomenal.
B.phenomenal, right? Thank you.
And you can find me at Tierra Santa Healing House. I'm the spa director. Every Sunday, I give a free Twin Hearts meditation. It's a service that we do for the planet. So you're invited. Friends, family, please no pets because it's too strong, the meditation. It's not about the pets. And you can find me in Agustina Free Spirit, AGUS, Agus, not Augus, Agustina Free Spirit. You can also find me in Atman.spirit. Atman is the higher soul. That's my brand that is over there of sustainable yoga mats and accessories. And Tierra Santa Faena is the other Instagram. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much to our amazing panelists, inspired and beautiful souls, reflecting back to you all the power of your inner leader, the power of your essence. Please give them a warm, warm welcome, a warm, warm thank you, and bless you guys. Thank you so much. Let's give them more love than that. Come on. Let's go. Thank you.
More.